The following program is brought to you in part by Time Warner Cable and the Madison County School System. This sports programming is brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble in Richmond, Luxury Pet Service in Richmond, Jack Burford Chevrolet, Faith Created Assembly of God Church, ScenicCabin.com, Linville Insurance, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, Richmond Tourism, Pro Signs, CSEP, First Gear, and Rosenbaum Communications.
Hello everyone, I'm Madison County School Superintendent Elmer Thomas, and I want to thank you for watching Madison County School Sports Television.
Follow Madison County School Sports Television on Twitter, or like us on Facebook, MCS TV, and of course, watch all of our videos on YouTube.
Good evening, fans, and welcome to Madison County School Sports Television for today's coverage of the Madison Southern Eagles versus Estill County. We got a triple header today, and we're going to be doing all games today, so glad to have you with us. It's going to be a beautiful day for baseball, a little bit chilly, as the first batter walks up to the plate.
Leading off top of the first for Estill County is number 1, Portwood.
Leading off the game for Estill County will be number 1, Cody Fortwood, playing out in center field today. Madison Southern comes into this game with a 4-5 record. First pitch is taken for a strike. Griffin Norris on the mound for the Eagles today for the first game. Has shown a tremendous amount of athleticism on the mound this year, as that one is grounded up to Lucas Owens and on to first base, scooped up by Jacob Dixon, and that's going to be a quick first out of the game. Stepping up to the plate now will be number 7, Andrew Farmer for Estill County. The last game for the Eagles ended in a walk-off hit by John David Meeks, a tremendous effort by the Eagles in the 7th inning of that game. First pitch is fouled back. In a game where they were down 8-0, the Eagles stormed back and they were able to get hits throughout the final, I believe the final 2 or 3 innings, and it all just aligned right for them. It's going to be strike 2. Connor Buchanan was on the mound for that game at the end, and what an effort for him to get his first varsity win. That one's grounded out, and they just missed the throw, and Ross is scrambling to get it. It goes into the dugout of Estill County. Obviously, not what you want right there. They're going to have a guy on second base now. Stepping up to the plate is going to be number 34, Brandon McKinney. He is the catcher for Estill County. First pitch is going to be a ball. And it is amazing this season how much the Eagles have grown over last season. They did lose a few guys to graduation, but getting better every single game. So that's going to be a strike from Griffin. Kicks and deals, and it's going to call that one a strike.
Get him, Griff.
And that's going to be a ball. They're going to try and get the throw out, and it's going to be just a little bit high, but Camden Angel's going to wrap that one up. If you've probably heard it in the background, that is a monthly siren check for Madison County, so nothing to be alarmed of. Weather's actually warming up here today. Two balls and 2 strikes is the count. And how great would it be for Madison Southern to get another win on the season? If they win this one, they'll be at 500. Tries to throw out the runner. It's going to be called safe.
They called this way, and I thought it was a run.
Yeah, we got him.
That's embarrassing. What are you talking about? It's getting on the back. Oh.
Get on there.
That one is popped up, and it is caught. It's going to be the second out of the inning. That one was wrapped up by Mark Agee. He's a senior for Madison Southern. Stepping up to the plate now, number 33, Jacob Tuttle. Griffin kicks and deals. That one's going to be a little high, but Jonathan Ross is going to step up, catch that one. Swings at that one and misses. So that's going to be the first strike. 1-1 count. Kicks and deals. That one looks straight down the middle, and it's going to be a strike. Estill County not swinging at a lot of balls right now. Swings at that one, and it's going to be a strikeout. So as we go to the bottom of the first inning, we are still tied at 0. We want to say thank you to a few of our sponsors. Jerry Goebel at State Farm and Jack Burford Chevrolet. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
One error, one left on back.
This sports programming is brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goebel in Richmond, Luxury Pet Service in Richmond, Jack Burford Chevrolet, Faith Created Assembly of God Church, ScenicCabin.com, Linville Insurance, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, Richmond Tourism, Pro Signs, CSEP, First Gear, and Rosenbaum Communications.
Back at Madison Southern on April 5th, 2014. Great day for baseball. We're in the bottom of the first inning. Madison Southern stepping up to the plate. Leading off for the Eagles will be number 17, Jacob Dixon. If you're just tuning into the broadcast, it is a tie game at zip. I'm Joey Chapman on the call today. Steps into the box here, and Jacob Dixon, a big part of that Eagles win the other night. Shows a bunt. They're going to throw it right down the middle as he backs out, and it's going to be a strike one. Swings at that one. It's going to be strike two. He was really looking for something right there, and a great effort by the Eagles in that win. We saw a lot of times this season the balls have been going right where they are, and they were able to get some. So that one's going to be a ball. They were able to get some out in the outfield. A few bloopers that were good for a base or two, and that's the name of the game. You just got to get hits and get on base, and that's why they have a 4-5 record. What a great improvement over last season. That's going to go down as ball 2, 2-2 count. As you can hear the dugouts going wild. That one's going to be brought right up to the second baseman, and that's going to be caught for the first out of the inning for the Eagles. Stepping up to the plate now is going to be number 3, Connor Buchanan. Connor Buchanan was on the mound late in that game that Madison Southern won. According to Mr. Creech, athletic director for Madison Southern, as that ball is popped up. And that one went way back, almost hit a car. According to Mr. Creech, we are actually 3-5. A little bit of clarification there, so the Eagles do have an opportunity to go at 500 today. That one is popped up and falls right in front of him. Oh, they're going to call it a fair ball, so Connor Buchanan's got to get a base out of that. Look at that. So the Eagles get on early, and Jonathan Ross is coming up to the plate, number 21. Came over from Madison Central. Tremendous athlete. Even better academic student.
Jonathan Ross.
I know if he runs. Because the other day she did that twice, he got on second both times.
That one is fouled back. Something that's being mentioned up in the booth. Connor could have gotten to second base there, and several times in the last game, Griffin Norris ran out fly balls that the other team failed to catch and was able to get 2 bases out of it. Still a great effort to get on to first. And Jonathan Ross is going to pop that one up. And it is caught. Connor's going to go back. And coming up to the plate now for the Eagles will be number 25, Devin Vanover. And what a tremendous effort by Devin Vanover in the last game.
Come on, D. He's got 3 on the season.
He's got 3 home runs on the season, including a big one in the last game that put the Eagles right back in the running. So we've got a runner on first. That is Connor Buchanan. That one's going to be a strike. And if he would have swung on that one and it would have been right on the money, he would have drove that one deep. That wasn't a really fast pitch. And he's going to foul that one back. So that one went out of the stadium, but not the right way, so that's going to go down as a strike.
Come on, Devo, hit it hard, baby. Hit it right in that right field lane.
Here's the pitch, and they're going to call a strike. Caught him looking, so as we go into the second inning, we are still tied at 0. You're watching Madison County School Sports Television. I'm Joey Chapman. We'd like to say thank you to a few more of our sponsors. Luxury Pet Service, ScenicCabin.com, and Rosenbaum Communication. We thank you guys for supporting us here at Madison County School Sports Television. When we come back, we're going to have more Eagles baseball action right after this.
This sports programming is brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble in Richmond. Luxury Pet Service in Richmond. Jack Burford Chevrolet. Faith Created Assembly of God Church. ScenicCabin.com. Linville Insurance. Time Warner Cable. Madison County Schools. Richmond Tourism. Pro Signs. CSEP. First Gear. And Rosenbaum Communications.
Hello everyone, I'm Madison County School Superintendent Elmer Thomas, and I want to thank you for watching Madison County School Sports Television.
Follow Madison County School Sports Television on Twitter. Or like us on Facebook, MCS TV. And of course, watch all of our videos on YouTube.
Welcome back to our broadcast. I'm Joey Chapman here at Madison County School Sports Television. In the second inning here at Madison Southern, we still got a 0-0 game, and pretty good day for baseball, and the Eagles are looking on top of their game. 3-5 record on the season so far, and getting better with every game. And as the season progresses, who knows what this Eagles team could become. And obviously it wasn't a great opening for Southern against Central, but they've turned it around. Stepping up to the plate now for Estill County is going to be number 30, Wade French, as he's going to swing on the first one that he sees. That one is popped up back. And Ross couldn't see that one, and it went right back near the wall. So it's a 0-1 count. Kicks and deals, and that one is fouled back. As we've mentioned before, Griffin Norris on the mound today, and he has just played phenomenal this season on the mound. He is definitely one of the biggest weapons that they have in the bullpen, and got him swinging. Another strikeout for Griffin. So for Estill County, that's going to bring up number 3, Christian Nolan.
Number 3, Nolan.
Eagles hoping for another win today as Griffin kicks and deals. First pitch. It's going to call it a strike. Here comes the pitch. Swings at that one, and it's going to be hit up to the shortstop. Thought about throwing it, but they just held it. It's a great stop to keep it from rolling out to the outfield and possibly preventing a double right there.
Number 31, Brenniger.
So we go up to the plate now for Estill County, number 31, Austin Brenniger. He's out in left field today. Checked back and wasn't able to get him, and obviously just kind of doing that, trying to keep his composure out there, and Griffin's done a great job so far in this game. The biggest key for the Eagles to win today will likely be to see if their bats can heat up. Obviously, they have the pitching, they have a great defense so far, and all that's going to matter is really here in the latter stages of the game is going to be that their bats heat up, and as he goes back right there and safe at first. We've seen so many times in the past few seasons. Last season, we had a lot of cold games, but Madison Southern was still a decent team, but there near the end, they weren't able to seal the deal on a lot of games, and that prevented them from getting a lot of wins that they could have had. So that one's going to be called a ball. It's a 2-0 count.
Come on, G.
This season, though, the Eagles have turned it around on offense. The bats are able to produce. The pitching is the best it's been in a little while. And it's definitely starting to show here today, as that one is going to be bunted back. So that's going to be the first strike. The runner looked to run right there and probably would have had the base had he not bunted.
You know, right here, if they call it steal, and he gets going and he bunts it down perfect, he might get
As Griffin looks down the batter.
if they're fast enough.
Here comes the pitch. 2-1 count. Bunted. It's a great bunt. They're going to try and throw him out at second. Got him. There is a runner at first now, but they were able to get on the runner that could have possibly came around later and got them up on top early. So really great effort by Ross right there, and that's another thing about this Eagles team is that really able to think on their feet more this year, not making as many mental errors as they have in the past, and that translates into the wins column. So we go to the plate now is number 6, Travis Adams. So that one goes near the dirt, and they're going to try and throw him out. So close. Jacob Dixon thought he had him, and runner very surprised he didn't try and go back, but that's why I'm up here in the booth. So here we go. 1 ball, no strikes. As he swings at that one, and it's going to be popped into the gap. And only gets 1 base out of that, and runner at first stops at second. So stepping up to the plate now is going to be number 4, Trent Sparks. As the Eagles are hoping to close out this inning with little to no damage. And that one is hit deep. And Connor Buchanan, that one goes right over his head, and that's going to allow Estill County to score 1. So that's going to put runners on third and second. Looks like he thought that one was going to be popped up to him, and obviously wasn't the case there. Went behind him, and still, though, little damage done. Just 1 run early in the game, so stepping up for Estill County will be number 1, Cody Fortwood. And that one's going to go behind him, and third base runner thought about going home, but Griffin Norris quickly covered.
1 Portwood.
Come on, guys, come on.
Fans are getting behind the Eagles, and gotta love the support that this team gets from the parents and even the fans. Even on a little bit of a chilly day like this, still got a decent crowd on hand as Griffin kicks and deals. That one goes near the dirt. It's going to be another ball. 2 balls, no strikes on this batter. Here comes the pitch, and that's going to be ball 3.
Still looks great for what we had yesterday.
Here comes the pitch. And that's going to be ball 4, so he's going to walk him, and that's going to load the bases. Stepping up to the plate now for Estill County will be number 7, Andrew Farmer. And
7 Farmer.
we know Estill County has some pretty good bats, but we know Madison Southern has good pitching. So right here, it is essential that they try and at least get the strikeout, if not maybe a ground out or something. Just want to try and get out of the inning. That one's going to be a little high. It's going to be ball 1. Kicks and deals, and that one's going to be strike 1. Good job by Griffin right there to get the strike. Obviously, probably feeling a little rattled after having walked a guy, bases loaded, and swings at that one, and that one is hit right past Lucas Owens, and that's going to bring 2 runners around. And Estill County is now going to take a 3-0 lead. Runners on second and first now, and Griffin Norris obviously has to be a little bit frustrated with how it's kind of turned around in this inning, but he's still got time. He's got 2 outs, and it's only a 3-0 game here in the second inning. Stepping up to the plate now for Estill County will be number 34, Brandon McKinney.
This is where Tuesday comes in handy.
No, we're not out of any game. Oh, yeah, that's where, yeah. Just keep battling.
So after a strike 1 there, Griffin's ready to kick and deal, and that one's grounded to Lucas Owens, and he's going to step on third, and that one's going to end the inning, but not before Estill County gets on top 3-0 on the Eagles. And we'd like to say thanks to a few of our sponsors as we go to the bottom of the second inning here. Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, Faith Created Assembly of God, in First Gear. We thank you for your support of Madison County School Sports Television. Make sure you like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. We've got plenty of updates and even a lot of developments coming from Madison County School Sports Television, and this was just in yesterday from the Facebook page. We have officially launched FayetteCountySchoolSports.com as our sister site to MCS TV. We've also created a Facebook page as well as Facebook / KY School Sports. Eventually, we do plan to be producing a weekly show and talking about high school sports in and around the area in Fayette County as well as the Bluegrass region. Ask that you all pass it on to all of your friends and family and those that are interested in purchasing sponsorships for the programming and website ads. So when we come back, we're going to have Eagles baseball action right after this commercial break.
This sports programming is brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble in Richmond, Luxury Pet Service in Richmond, Jack Burford Chevrolet, Faith Created Assembly of God Church, ScenicCabin.com, Linville Insurance, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, Richmond Tourism, Pro Signs, CSEP, First Gear, and Rosenbaum Communications.
Back to action at Madison Southern, and leading off the inning for the Eagles, number 34, Lucas Owens. And the last game where John David Meeks walked off, Lucas Owens had a 3-2 count, and when it looked like he was maybe going to fall into the pitcher and the game would have been over, Lucas carried it on. He's able to get a single right there, and it moved the runners, and what a tremendous effort the Eagles have been giving in their past few games. And I'm probably going to mention that during every inning of this game because I'm so impressed with how they've developed over the past few seasons. And as that is another one in the dirt, 2 balls, no strikes.
Need runners, Lucas.
Obviously, parents and fans urging for the Eagles to get runners. Want to try and get back at Estill County early right here. Don't want to allow them to get too confident. Kind of bring the tempo back to where Madison Southern wants it. That one's down the middle, and it's going to be a slow grounder to the second baseman, and looked like he legged it out, but the umpire's going to call him out. So we go up to the plate now. It's going to be number 2, John David Meeks, and man, what an effort by John David in the last game. He was the one that hit the walk-off, and boy, was it ever big. And you knew as soon as the ball came off the bat that one was going to be going back. And so that's the first one, and that's going to be a ball.
He hopped it in instead of running through it.
Takes a swing at that one. That one's going to be fouled down the first base line right there and went out. So it's going to go down as a strike, 1-1 count. 1 out for the Eagles. Nobody on base. Later today at around 4 o'clock, Eagles will be playing Lewis County, I do believe.
Walk's good as a hit, guys.
And 2-1 count. That one was a ball. Kicks and deals and swings at that one and fouls it back. Must have just barely caught the bat, but 2-2. We know what John David Meeks can do right here, and very good batter, and he proved that in the last few games actually. And anytime he's had a bad at bat or even just a bad game overall, he hasn't let him get down on himself. He's able to just go out there and produce every game, as that one's going to be a ball, 3-2 count. The big question here is, what do you do on this next pitch? This is where, when you have a batter like John David Meeks, you got to have a good eye, because right here, you can either strike out, you can hit it, or walk in. He's going to strike out right there, and he was definitely looking for a little more than what was thrown to him. And coming up to the plate now will be number 23, Griffin Norris. He is pitching today.
Griffin Norris.
First pitch coming at Griffin Norris right here, and he's going to foul that one back. Hopefully that one doesn't get muddy or anything. A lot of standing water outside of the stadium. Lots of big storms that rolled through the state, actually, in the past few days. Lots of severe weather, and glad to be able to be out here today with decent weather and semi-dry field, and it's playable as that one went down. 1-1 count. Estill County still holds a 3-0 lead. And that one was high. He was hoping it would fall down, but it looked like it was going near the grandstands. But catcher is able to jump up. That's Brandon McKinney catching for Estill County. And able to wrap it up as he kicks and deals. Here comes the pitch down the middle and calls it a strike. And something about this umpire, he is awful late at calling the striker of the ball, but if that allows him to make a better call, so be it. As that one goes down and check swing. And I believe that one's a ball, so we got a full count, 3-2, 2 outs.
On grip.
Griffin hits this one, and Mark Agee will be up next. And fouls that one right into the catcher's mask, and that's why they wear those things. Lots of potential for injury, but the way that safety has evolved in the sport and is continuing to is amazing. And so he's able to stay out there, obviously. And we got the 3-2 count still as he kicks and deals, and that one's in the dirt. And Griffin, great eye. And he's going to walk down the line. He's going to take his base. It almost looked like the pitcher was trying to play cricket right there, but Mark Agee's going to step up to the plate now, number 32. And Donnie White is going to come in and pinch run for Griffin Norris. Obviously don't want to get him winded or anything. He's got to come back in and pitch.
More lineup, is that it?
Come on, Mark, nothing bad, baby.
Mark Agee is getting his first at-bat of the evening. And Donnie White's looking for a base, and he's going to get it. Catcher kind of threw to the left right there, and it took a bounce, and Donnie was able to take advantage. So now he is standing on second. Mark Agee, obviously, with 2 outs right here, he will definitely want to try and get on base or get a hit so he can bring Donnie around and make it a two-run game. That one's going to go down as a ball, and I believe the count is 1-1. And swings at that one, and
Come on, Mark, put it in play.
that one's going to go down as a strike. Went into the dirt. Little meeting between the catcher and the pitcher right here. Obviously want to try and get out of the inning right here with no damage.
That's the thing, you hit him as a hitting in the slump, he just...
Oh, yeah, right.
He was hitting it, you hit it solid, yeah.
Swings at that one, and that one's going to be grounded to the second baseman, and Mark Agee is called out at first, and well, it looks like it could have been a promising inning for the Eagles. Bats weren't able to heat up like they wanted to, but that's not necessarily going to be a precursor for the rest of the game. When we come back, we're going to have more Eagles baseball action here. It's a triple header today, so we got plenty coming your way. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
This sports programming is brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble in Richmond, Luxury Pet Service in Richmond, Jack Burford Chevrolet, Faith Created Assembly of God Church, ScenicCabin.com, Linville Insurance, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, Richmond Tourism, Pro Signs, CSEP, First Gear, and Rosenbaum Communications.
Hello everyone, I'm Madison County School Superintendent Elmer Thomas, and I want to thank you for watching Madison County School Sports Television.
Follow Madison County School Sports Television on Twitter, or like us on Facebook, MCS TV, and of course, watch all of our videos on YouTube.
Back to action is at Madison Southern. Estill County comes up to the plate. It's going to be number 33, Jacob Tuttle. Estill County holds a 3-0 lead here in the third inning. If you're just tuning in, you're watching Madison County School Sports Television. I'm Joey Chapman. That one's grounded down the third base line, and it's going to be a foul ball. As this game is unfolding quickly, but even though Estill County does hold a 3-run lead, not necessarily the tail of the game for the Eagles right now. Still playing good, just Not a great inning, last inning by Griffin, but he was able to get out of it with very little damage, as that one's going to be fouled back. In the background, Lewis County is arriving in the next game, which we will actually not be covering. It'll be Lewis County versus Estill. And then later in the evening, we'll be back for Madison Southern versus Estill County. And 1-2 count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Griffin kicks and deals. That one's in the dirt behind Ross. And next batter for Estill County comes and gets that to him. Good sport, good sport. So the 2-2 count. Griffin trying to see if he can maybe try and get a strikeout right here. And that one's right down the middle and caught him looking. It's going to be a strikeout. And that's going to be a great way for Griffin North to start out the inning on the mound. So coming up now is going to be number 30, Wade French. And when the Eagles come back out, the order will be Kendon Angel, Jacob Dixon, and Connor Buchanan, as we're going to go, as that one goes in the dirt. We're going to go from the ninth batter and back to the start of the lineup, and lots of promising talent for the Eagles. Jacob Dixon coming over, first year at Madison Southern. Kendon Angel is a senior this year, and he's on second base. That one is lined right down the third base line. That was, wow, that was fast and called it foul. Came so close to being a fair ball, but good eye by the umpire right there as the Eagles are able to avoid catastrophe right there. So it's a 1-1 count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Kicks and deals and swings at that one, and it's going to go to the third baseman, Lucas Owens, and caught by Jacob Dixon, and that's going to be the second out of the inning. Looking to set him down in order right here as coming up to the plate will be number 3, Wade French. Or, pardon me, that's going to be Christian Nolan. As Estill County is looking to get something going right here. 2 outs, though. They're going to have, they don't have much to work with. Nobody on base. And that one's going to be a ball near the dirt. That one brings the heat right down the middle. Going to call it a strike. 1-1 count as Griffin is ready to try and sit this batter down. You can tell that he's just ready right here as he throws the ball right there. He's ready to go back and grab his thoughts, and this inning for him has been so much better compared to the last. And 2-2 count. I was thinking he called it a ball right there, but umpire likes to take a little while to make the call. Swings at that one. That's going to go right to the shortstop and loses it. And wow, that's Tyler Newell there, the shortstop, and
Number 31, Brenniger.
Austin Brenniger is stepping up to the plate. That's number 31. Hopefully Tyler Newell doesn't let that get in his head, and all you got to do right here is maybe try and catch the runner going or try and get a strikeout. The Eagles don't want to try and allow another run right here, as that one's going to go down as a ball.
Yeah, Ross won't throw it on there. Because there's no use, there's already 2 out. Here's one of us.
Swings at that one, and
There you go.
it's going to be a 2-1 count.
Who wants him out there? Here we go.
And Griffin ready to try and get out of this one. Throws right down the middle, gets him swinging, tries to get him at first base, but it's not going to be there quick enough. 2-2 count.
All right, 2-3, this is yours. Compete right here now. Here we go.
Here comes the pitch, and they're going to call it a strikeout. And great effort by the Eagles right there to get out of that inning with no damage. Still a 3-0 game. Estill County leads. We'll be right back here on Madison County School Sports Television. Right after this break, from a few messages from our sponsors, we'd like to thank Pro Signs in Richmond, Equipment Sales and Rentals in Lexington. Ask for Sean.
This sports programming is brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble in Richmond, Luxury Pet Service in Richmond, Jack Burford Chevrolet, Faith Created Assembly of God Church, ScenicCabin.com, Linville Insurance, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, Richmond Tourism, Pro Signs, CSEP, First Gear, and Rosenbaum Communications.
Back to action at Madison Southern.
Number 7, Kendon Angel.
It is a 3-0 game here in the third inning. Estill County holds a slim lead over the Eagles, and leading off the inning for the Eagles will be number 7, KJ Kendon Angel, and he is a senior this year, and this is going to be his first at-bat, looking to get something going right here. As he's going to swing at that one, and that one's going to fall in right into the hands of the center fielder. So swung at the first thing he saw, wasn't able to get anything out of that one. And so that is going to quickly bring up number 17, Jacob Dixon.
Shots, babe.
Digs into the plate right here and looking to get something going right here. Eagles want to try and get back at Estill right here. So he's going to foul that one up, and it is back. And not able to make a play on that one, and obviously got to be really happy about that. Eagles don't want to get sat down in order right here, and they don't want to do it in about 3 minutes. They want to try and at least get some time out there, put some wear on Estill County.
Find a hole.
1-1 count here, 1 out for the Eagles. Swings at that one. That one's going up.
Come on now.
Not going to fall in the gap right where we thought it was, and definitely wanted that one right there, but close. No cigar on that one, so that's going to bring up Connor Buchanan to the plate.
Let's go, Connor.
And Connor Buchanan is junior this year. As we mentioned in the last game, he was on the mound and got his first varsity win. And right there, tries to set down a bunt, and it went down the third base line, but it went foul.
Drag. It's hard to do a drag. It's right here.
Oh, yeah.
When you run right into the pitch.
Yeah.
So 2 flyouts early in this inning for the Eagles, and with 2 outs and 1 strike for Connor Buchanan right here. Definitely wants to try and get something going.
Then I started growing up.
1-1 count here, 1 ball, 1 strike. As Connor is getting ready right here, and he has a really good eye and swings at that one. That one's going to go into the gap right there, and he's going to be able to get him a base right there. So that's going to be 1 base for him, and what a tremendous effort by Connor right there. As I was mentioning, right as he swung at that one, the kid has a really good eye and found a good pitch right where he wants it and was able to hit it down the first base line, and could be the start of something for the Eagles right here as Jonathan Ross, number 21, is coming up to the plate. getting ready right here. Ross obviously wants to try and get something going right here for the Eagles. Want to try and get on the board. Don't want to put too much pressure on your team in the latter stages of the game. And goes back, and Connor is safe at first. And definitely got a quick arm going there near the pitcher. And that one goes back, gone, foul. 1 strike, 2 outs. Jonathan Ross is up at the plate right now. 3-0 game, Estill County lead. If you're just tuning in, I'm Joey Chapman here on Madison County School Sports Television. We're glad to have you along for our broadcast. Connor gets back to first base right there, and that was an awful close one, but as long as he got back, that's all that matters. And Connor may not want to try and get too much of a lead right here. As the pitcher looks back, gets ready, kicks and deals, and Ross is going to pop that one up.
Go, keep you.
Oh, shit.
And that is caught by the right fielder. Went back pretty far. Not enough off the bat of number 21, Ross. So as we go into the 4th inning, the Eagles are down 3-0 versus Estill County. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
This sports programming is brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble in Richmond. Luxury Pet Service in Richmond. Jack Burford Chevrolet. Faith Created Assembly of God Church. ScenicCabin.com. Linville Insurance. Time Warner Cable. Madison County Schools. Richmond Tourism. ProSigns. CSEP. First Gear. And Rosenbaum Communications.
Hello everyone, I'm Madison County School Superintendent Elmer Thomas, and I want to thank you for watching Madison County School Sports Television.
Follow Madison County School Sports Television on Twitter. Or like us on Facebook, MCS TV. And of course, watch all of our videos on YouTube.
Back to action at Madison Southern here on Madison County School Sports Television. Beautiful day for baseball. Estill County leads the Eagles early in the 4th inning, 3-0.
Adams.
Coming up to the plate now for Estill County is going to be Travis Adams, the designated hitter. As look to try and get something going right here. They could not get anything going against Griffin Norris as he's bringing the heat. First pitch is going to be a strike. That one's going to go back to the backstop, and it's going to be early 1-1 count. Later in the broadcast, we are going to bring on Madison Southern Athletic Director Calvin Creech. Going to be good to hear from him, and it's going to be good to give my voice a break. Love doing these games, but sometimes when you're going solo on it, it's just, man, it gets very long and drawn out. And that one's going to be popped up. Southern's all over that one. 2 guys went for it. But as long as one of them caught it, that's all that matters. And that was Jacob Dixon that caught it, so that's going to be the first out of the inning. And after that, that is going to bring up number 4, Trent Sparks.
Number 4, Sparks.
Griffin Norris has pitched a decent game so far, just a little off in the 2nd inning that allowed Estill to get the 3 runs, and that one's going to be up, looking for it, and that one falls. And the ball is going all over the place right now. I am not sure what exactly was happening out there in the outfield. Looking at center field, that's John David Meeks, and looking out into left field, that's Connor Buchanan. John David just looked up and kind of threw his hands up as if to say, I don't know where it is, and that's going to be the second one that's gotten away from Connor Buchanan. Allowed one in the second, I believe. It's going to bring up Cody Fortwood for Estill County, number 1. Checks back. It's going to be safe at first.
Makes.
And right there, that's going to be, it's going to be a ball, and tries to check, and one out for the Eagles right here, and that was looking like a promising at-bat. Looked like they were going to at least try and be able to get their second out right there, and that one got away from them, and it's little errors like that that can come back to haunt you later in the game. That one is brought right down the third base line, and the gracious umpire is going to call it a foul ball.
Come on, guys, let's make some plays. Get your hands up.
Right, guys, talk it out there, boy.
Talk it up.
As you can hear in the background, my colleagues up here in the booth, we got Jody Angel and the infamous biggest fan of the Madison Southern Eagles, Wayne Lanehart. It is not a Madison Southern sports game if Wayne Lanehart isn't there, as that one's going to be dropped foul. Look to get a bunt down, but not good enough. That could have done a little damage to the Eagles right there had that went fair. It's a slow roller rather. Got away from him, and had that stayed, it probably would have put a runner on first and a runner on second. And that one's going to be right back up at Griffin. And going to throw him out at first. Looked safe, but that's a good call by the umpire right there for Madison Southern, at least, as that's going to bring up Andrew Farmer for Estill County. What I was looking for right there, I was thinking that he was going to try and throw it back to second. But, hey, they got it out. That's all that matters. It's 2 outs now, and as Farmer digs in, hoping to get something done right here. First pitch is going to go down as a ball. Second pitch is going to be high, but Jonathan Ross is all over that one, able to jump up and get that. Looked right there, and they're going to call that one a strike. A little low in the zone, but rather they're going to call that a ball, I believe. Could have sworn he motioned for a strike there, but 2-1 count. And call time for something. So getting ready here, 2-1 count, kicks and deals. That one's near the dirt. It's going to be a 3-1 count now. It would be pretty big for the Eagles right here if Griffin could try and get it 2 more strikes on them and send them back to the dugout. We'll see what he can do right here as Griffin goes right down the middle with that one. And foul ball. And that one could have been dangerous had it stayed fair because there's a little bit of a gap right there. Would have allowed for a run to come around. So now it's going to be a 3-2 count, 2 outs. Griffin has to be smart right here as well as Farmer. The pitcher has to throw it right where he wants it to, where he knows he can keep the guy from getting on base, but Batter has to have a good eye right here as that one goes right down the middle, and it's going to go up and over the head of Kendon Angel into the gap, and that's going to bring a run around for Estill County. So now it's going to be a 4-0 game as Farmer now stands on first base. And right when it looked like the Eagles were going to try and get out of that inning, not enough. But I'm sure if you ask this Madison Southern team, a 4-0 a 4-run deficit really isn't much to them because, as we said in the last game, they came back from 8-0 and able to win that one 10-9. And that one's going to be a little bit high. That one's a little high again, so that's going to be 2 balls, no strikes. Whether you're in the lead or you're losing right here, obviously the players should be enjoying this game. It started to warm up. The sun has come out, and it is becoming a warm day here in Berea, Kentucky, as that one is popped up. And looks like John David Meeks caught that one. We're going to go to the bottom of the 4th inning, but not before Estill County puts up another run on the Eagles. So now it's a 4-0 game. When we come back, we'll have more Eagles baseball action here on Madison County School Sports Television.
This sports programming is brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble in Richmond, Luxury Pet Service in Richmond, Jack Burford Chevrolet, Faith Created Assembly of God Church, ScenicCabin.com, Linville Insurance, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, Richmond Tourism, ProSigns, CSEP, First Gear, and Rosenbaum Communications.
This is Madison County School Sports Television. I am Joey Chapman, now joined by Madison Southern Athletic Director Calvin Creech. And we welcome you to the broadcast today as Devin Vanover steps into the box for the Eagles.
Thank you, Joey. Appreciate that.
First pitch right there, swings at that one, and you know, any game that you watch with Devin Vanover, he swings for the fences.
Yeah, he makes really good contact, and he's having a great year so far this year. 3 home runs, I think, as you mentioned earlier. Just tearing the cover off the ball.
And as he swings at that one, and it's going to go down. Oh. Went up wrong on the scoreboard, but it's going to be 2 strikes now. Here comes the pitch, and he swings at that one. That one's going to be popped up. That's going back.
Yeah, that one's going to go to the fence.
That one's going to hit the fence, and Devin Vanover's going to try and get a double out of that one, and he does. And lives up to the hype right there for that double, and I believe that's going to be his first double on the season as Lucas Owens steps up to the plate, number 34. Third baseman for the Eagles. Tremendous player, third baseman.
See, if he hits it, all he's got to do is just put it in play. He's going to go. He makes contact every time.
And something for Devin Vanover right there. I'm not sure if he's used to hitting him in the gap. The only gap that he's used to really hitting him into is the gap between the softball field and the greenhouse.
That's right.
So Owens is going to dig in right here. Eagles looking to get something going right here. Haven't been able to put up any runs. It's a 4-run deficit for them. And looks at that one. It's going to be a strike right down the middle there. And we saw in the last game that Lucas Owens was able to put some in the gap, and it was really helped to keep the Eagles alive.
Yeah, it was a balk call by the umpire there.
Balk called right there, so Devin Vanover's going to come up to third. So that's just a little less that he has to run if he wants to get back to the plate.
That's true. The coaches had mentioned to the umpire they thought he was balking earlier in the first inning, and they must really be paying attention to that now.
Yeah. So pitcher wasn't able to get away from that one as it's a 1 strike up on the board. Swings at that one, right into the mitt of the second baseman. And it looked like it was going to be shot up into the gap. Not enough. If he could have had just a little more air on that, it would have been nice. But tremendous effort, able to make contact with the ball. And stepping up to the plate now, John David Meeks. And we'll mention it again. He hit that big walk-off hit for the Eagles, allowing them to have their third win on the season.
Yeah, that's what makes you think this team is never out of it.
And you're right. They really never are. They came back from an 8-run deficit and
switch pitchers and just kind of change the whole composure of the game.
Yeah.
Number 2, J.E. Meade.
And, you know, last season they had a lot of learning curves, and there were so many games that they were in the running for and just weren't able to string together. But I'm sure as he swings at that one, you got to be really proud of how they've been able to come around and string together a few wins early in the season.
Yeah, they're not hanging their heads. They're not getting down on themselves. They're fighting every inning, every at bat, and just improving game after game.
And that's all you have to do right here as he throws that one, and it's going to be a ball a little low. 2-1 count, 1 out.
Now here comes one to you.
Yeah, it's a big run on third there. We get that run in, and we start rolling a little bit, I believe.
That's what broke the sheet the other day. We got them 2 runs in and got it rolling.
Getting ready right here, and John David Meeks gets a hold of that one, and that's going to bring around Devin Vanover, and he's going to get a single right there. And that was a little bit of a slow pitch, and he took advantage of that one. And I would have liked to have seen Devin Vanover get a hold of that one. That one might have went into the homes back there.
That'd be nice. That is 3 good hits in a row right there.
Absolutely, and that's going to bring up Griffin Norris, pitcher for today's game for the Eagles, and something big for the Eagles in the last game out of Griffin Norris. Every time that he came up to the plate, I believe it was twice actually, he would fly. He would have a fly ball, but he would not stop running, and they missed both of them. They did not catch either of them. And he was able to get a double, and it's just little things like that that'll keep a team in the game.
That's right, and the things, when you don't do that, sometimes it'll come back and bite you.
Right. First pitch right here, swings at that one, and John David Meeks is running safe at second.
Come on, G!
And that was a really close call there at the plate, and just wasn't able to fully get a hold of that one as the gonna have a little conversation with the umpire right there.
I'm not really sure what he's talking to him about, if it's about the slide or what it could be about.
Not a real heated conversation as he goes back to the dugout right there. So, but no matter how much you yell, kick, or scream, he's gonna stay at second. We don't have instant replay, but now they have it in the MLB, and I'm not sure if I'm too big of a fan of that, but.
Yeah, never a fan of it when it goes against the team you're rooting for.
No. Especially when your team doesn't have a lot of wins. Still early, though, as he swings at that one, and.
It's a good cut.
Yeah.
2 strikes on him. Just protect the plate, reach out there and touch something, make it happen.
That's right. When you got a runner on second, a lot of potential.
Put it in play, G.
A lot of different ways to get that guy in.
Yep. Looks at this one, swings at that, and it's going to be a miss. So, 2 outs for the Eagles right here. Mark Agee stepping up to the plate. Mark Agee is senior this year and obviously wants to try and get something going here, and especially wants to try and string together a few more hits this year. So, I mean, you want to cap off your senior year right. And as we mentioned before, we've seen that as we're getting ready for the pitch right here, swings at that one, and that one's going to be popped back foul out of play in left field. So we've mentioned before that now they have that instant replay rule in MLB. The great thing about this game for the umpires and the fans here is that this Madison County School Sports Television production is taped. So we can't go running back there to the van and say, hey, we want to take a look at that one. It's gonna really helps with the pace of the game.
Yeah, thank goodness.
And, second baseman drops that one, and Mark Agee is going to be out right there.
Close play.
It was a very close play, and Not really good. I'm sure he's not going to be happy about that one, but what a great effort for him to get that one going. It looked like the second baseman dropped it, just couldn't exactly get a hold on it that he wanted. And so,
Yeah, and he made a good play, too.
yeah, so we're going to go to the top of the fifth inning right here. We're going to take a break. We'd like to thank Jerry Goebel at State Farm Insurance in Richmond, Jack Burford Chevrolet, and Luxury Pet Services for their support of Madison County School Sports Television. We'll be right back.
This sports programming is brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goebel in Richmond, Luxury Pet Service in Richmond, Jack Burford Chevrolet, Faith Created Assembly of God Church, ScenicCabin.com, Linville Insurance, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, Richmond Tourism, Pro Signs, CSEP, First Gear, and Rosenbaum Communications.
Hello everyone, I'm Madison County School Superintendent Elmer Thomas, and I want to thank you for watching Madison County School Sports Television.
Follow Madison County School Sports Television on Twitter, or like us on Facebook, MCS TV, and of course, watch all of our videos on YouTube.
Back to action at Madison Southern, Estill County versus Madison Southern. A triple header here today. And a few lineup changes for the Eagles out in the field.
Yeah, it looks like they got Donnie White out there at center field now.
And I believe out in left field, we have word that is Easton Schaus. So stepping up to the plate now, it's going to be number 33, Jacob Tuttle. Estill County got very lucky in the last inning. Eagles were looking to string together some runs, only got one. Devin Vanover hit a double, and he was able to come back around. And Griffin kicks and deals right there. First pitch is going to go down as a ball. Quick to go back at him, and it's going to be another ball.
You know, those are good misses.
Yeah.
Keeping it down in the zone.
And he brings the heat right down the middle, and that's going to be a strike. And that's something that Griffin's very good at. He's very good at changing up what he's dealing to you. And another fast one right down the middle, and that's going to be a strike.
Yeah, and this is a perfect opportunity for him to throw another low pitch, and the batter won't be looking at those.
Nope. And throws one up right there. It's going to be a 3-2 count. The good thing about Griffin that a lot of pitchers tend to do in high school, sometimes they lob it over the plate and they're able to get a hold of it, and that one is popped up. Not sure where it went, but I know it's not in the press box.
No, he foul tipped it.
Oh, foul tipped it?
Yeah, right down to the ground.
Well,
ended up in the batter's box.
Maybe I should have brought my glasses today. Throws that one. Walks him. Wayne Lanehart wants a replay, but Madison County School Sports Television says no.
Number 30, French.
So stepping up to the plate now is going to be number 30, Wade French. Wade French is the third baseman for Estill County, and he's looking to get something going right here. They got a runner on first, no outs. Swings at the first thing he sees and misses. And it is such a blessing for the Eagles this year. We have gotten so lucky for almost every game to have really good weather, warm, sun out. Swings at that one. It's going to be popped up.
Call the gas, call him off!
And
Kendall that catch.
They ran into each other's, but what matters is that they caught it. Great effort by both players. I believe that was Kendon Angel that was able to get that one. So that's going to bring up number 3, Christian Nolan.
Number 3, Nolan.
And you know what? When the weather is decent like this, it's a lot easier on the players.
It is. It is. You don't have to come in, sit down on the bench, and get stiff and have to go back out and worry about warming up. Oh, they've got him in a pickoff now.
And they've got him caught.
Throw it! Yeah!
and they're going to tag him out. Got himself in a little bit of a pickle right there.
He hung himself out to dry there, and the Eagles took advantage of that, and that's what you got to do.
And he was not able to get out of that one, so that's going to be 2 outs. So Christian Nolan looking to get something going right here. Nobody on now. And as we said before, it's little errors like that that can, he swings at that one. 2 strikes.
Yeah, I don't know if the batter missed a sign on that or not, but the runner really, he went off first base a long way, so I thought maybe the batter might have missed a sign there.
Sacrifice or something. Hey, you doing?
So Griffin kicks and deals right here. Swings at that one, and he gets none of it. So as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning, it is now a 4-1 game. Estill County still has the advantage over the Eagles. When we come back, we're going to have the Eagles come up to the plate. We'll be right back here on Madison County School Sports Television.
This sports programming is brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble in Richmond, Luxury Pet Service in Richmond, Jack Burford Chevrolet, Faith Created Assembly of God Church, ScenicCabin.com, Linville Insurance, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, Richmond Tourism, Pro Signs, CSEP, First Gear, and Rosenbaum Communications.
Back to action at Madison Southern. You're watching Madison County School Sports Television on Time Warner Cable or on WKYD.com. And it is definitely a beautiful day for baseball as the Eagles are coming up to the plate now here in the 5th inning. Kendon Angel is coming up, senior this year for the Eagles. And lots of great things are happening here at Madison County School Sports Television. We are launching FayetteCountySchoolSports.com as the sister site, as well as KY School Sports on Facebook. And we're going to be doing a live show soon. And as soon as we get more information on that, we'll get it to you. As Kendon grounds out right there. And not what you want right there to lead off the inning, but that's going to put us back at the top of the lineup. Jacob Dixon. Last time Jacob Dixon was up at the plate, he had a fly out. And it was the same tale for Kendon the last 2 times he's been up. He swung at the first thing he saw and just ground. Well, last time he flew out, but now it's got out at first base right there. So the first pitch goes down as a ball.
There now.
Makes contact with that one, and that one's going to go into the gap.
That's the way you teach them to hit, right back up the middle.
Exactly. And coming up to the plate now is going to be number 6. I believe that's Kendon Angel.
No, that's
No, not Kendon Angel. That's Easton Schaus. Easton Schaus. I was just talking about Kendon Angel. I had the name on the tongue.
Just come in, I believe, and play left field, be in the last inning.
Yep. And there's that one. And it's going to be fouled back down left field and not able to make a play on that one.
Coach putting the runner in motion, a little hit and run going right there.
Yeah. Easton Schaus, a sophomore this year. He's been riddled by injury this year. Not sure what was going to be the deal with him at the start of the season. He finally came back in, and he got hit in the lip.
Yeah, got a few stitches to the lip, if I do believe.
Yeah.
Freak collision at second base, going back into, I think it was a pickoff move, as a matter of fact.
Yep.
Seems to be healed nicely.
Healed enough to be able to be back at the plate, and that's always what you want. And that one is high, and that's going to be Dixon running. Gets down. Safe at second. Dropped the ball.
I believe the ball beat him. He's a little off target there.
Yep. Easton Schaus is in for Connor Buchanan, who was out in left field. Had 2 mishaps out there that he just let the ball kind of get away from him. Wasn't really sure where it was going, and obviously it's a really bright day, so you can easily lose the ball as he kicks and deals, and that one's in the dirt.
Yeah, there's a certain time of the day we're playing left field, third base, and short is just miserable here because the sun is right in your eyes.
Right.
It's great for the hitters, terrible for the fielders.
And a great bunt right there, and he draws him off, and that's going to, oh, Dixon nearly got himself in a pickle right there. He's going to be at third. We got runners on the corner now, and that's going to bring up the big 2-1 Jonathan Ross. Came over from Central this year, and he just gets better every single game, and he's a great catcher. He has a heck of an arm. Eagles have Estill County right where they want them. A little soft grounder right here could easily bring a runner in and make it a 2-run game. One in the gap could possibly bring a runner on to third and even the run. So the combinations are endless as he gets ready. Swings at that one.
Not that way.
And there we go again, getting the runner in motion, letting the batter swing away.
Yep.
Showing great confidence in his hitters.
Madison Southern looking for a big inning right here, and they've got one out. The great thing is that no matter what, unless they get in a double play right here, Devin Vanover is coming up next. And thought about it.
Well, I'll tell you what, he gets on here, and Devin could definitely put us up ahead at one swing of the bat.
Oh, yeah. And that would be a great turnaround for the Eagles right here to go ahead and get up. Checks back. And that one almost went in the dirt. And
Good pick by the first baseman.
yeah.
Trying to keep that runner on first a little honest. Because you know he's going.
Looks at that one. Slides in, safe.
Good slide.
And the second baseman can't believe it. But Eagles now have runners on second and third. So a good hit right here by Jonathan Ross in the gap could result in two runs and put the Eagles right back in it. And that one falls down. It goes as a ball. And I tell you what, we don't necessarily have the best vantage point up here in the booth, but man, there's a reason I'm up here in the booth, because I would have swung at that one, and I probably would have looked like a fool. Swings at that one, and 2-2 count. You can tell he wanted all of that one right there.
Yeah, he come out of his shoes on that one.
Yeah.
But 2 strikes, he needs to protect the plate here. Hit behind those runners would be really big, because if you hit it to that right side, you got a run that's going to score.
It gets a hold of that one, and it's going to be popped up. Able to get that one.
And here's a play at
Dixon
the plate.
Coming, and it's going to be easy money for him. He gets the run across. 4-2 game now here in the 5th inning for the Eagles. 2 outs, and look who is coming up, Devin Vanover. It'll be interesting to see what the pitcher does against Devin right here. In the last game, we saw that Devin, after he hit his big home run, the pitcher said not having that again. He put him on, and that was able to really start the rally for the Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be really interesting to see how he pitches to him right here. And you got the runner on third.
Well, he needs to be careful with him, or this game is going to be tied up real quick.
Good eye right there. That was a ball, and had that been right over the center of the plate,
He might have turned on that.
we might have been having to ask a fan to replace their windshield. Calls for time right there, and obviously just trying to get his mojo right here. And no matter what, even if he grounds out, strikes out, it's been a good inning for the Eagles, able to get a run across, and anytime you can do that, that one's in the dirt. Not sure if the pitcher's gotten kind of scared of what Devin can do right here, and if there's a scouting report on this guy, I don't know. I don't check those kinds of things, but if you hear that this guy has 3 home runs and he's a heavy hitter, and obviously he hit one to the fence earlier, you're going to be a little careful with what you throw to him.
Yep.
Kicks and deals. That one's in the dirt.
Yeah, he hit that one to the fence earlier, just trying to protect the plate. Reached out and just kind of touched it and made something happen.
So, 3 balls, no strikes. Looks right here. That one is up. They're going to walk him. And while the pitcher may think that's a smart move, as Lucas Owens comes up to the plate, that may not necessarily be the smartest thing, because in the last game, when they walked Devin Vanover, Lucas Owens took a ball that was on, I believe, a 2-2 or 3-2 count, and was able to bring a run across or at least get on base. And
yeah, kept it going.
That one was high, so that first one is going to go up as a ball.
And obviously, coach is not going to send Devin to second here.
No.
With 2 outs.
If I'm Lucas Owens right here, as he looks at that one, swings at
that
it.
may be over him.
And something I was getting ready to point out, right there down the right field line, there was a huge gap.
You got to be able to hit it.
So the Eagles strand 2, as it is a 4-2 game as we go to the 6th inning, and it's been a quick game. And obviously the Eagles not getting too tired right here because they've got to play another one later today. You're watching Madison County School Sports Television. I'm Joey Chapman along with Calvin Creech. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
This sports programming is brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble in Richmond, Luxury Pet Service in Richmond, Jack Burford Chevrolet, Faith Created Assembly of God Church, ScenicCabin.com, Linville Insurance, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, Richmond Tourism, Pro Signs, CSEP, First Gear, and Rosenbaum Communications.
We're back at Madison Southern. Beautiful day for baseball. It started to warm up, and I'm Joey Chapman along with Calvin Creech here on Madison County School Sports Television. Eagles are down 4-2 to Estill County right now here in the 6th inning, and it's going to be a big day for sports here in the state of Kentucky. Obviously, plenty of high school baseball games going on, and it's a great day for it. Later this evening, obviously by the time you guys watch it, everything will be decided, but Kentucky will be taking on, who are they playing? The Wisconsin Badgers.
Yes, that's
in
in
the Final Four.
Around 9 o'clock.
And, man, I would love to see them get their 9th championship this year. I know plenty of people, though, that either love or hate that team. You either want them to win 9 or you want them to say, we're going to close up shop on the basketball team, get rid of the fans.
Well, I don't talk to those people, so.
I live with one.
Mercy.
So here we go. As we come up to the plate right here. Don't know who that is up at the plate. I might get Jody Angel to help me right here.
31 Brinker.
He's got a 3 on his jersey, and I believe that's 31. So that is going to be Austin Brenniger. As that one is popped up. Eagles are all over that one. Got it.
That was 31 Brinker.
And that was Griffin Norris's 84th pitch of the game.
Wow. So, 1 pitch, 1 out. Wish we could get more of that going as Travis Adams steps up. He is the designated hitter. He bats for Zach Withers. He's the pitcher. First pitch is going to be a ball. And Griffin is kicking and dealing pretty quick here. He's wanting to get business done as quick as he can.
Yeah, he don't waste a lot of time. When the ball gets back in his glove, he's back on that mound and ready to go. And that's good because it keeps your fielders in the game. It keeps everybody interested. Nobody falling asleep out there with Griffin pitching.
1-2 count as he swings at that one, and he's going to send him back to the dugout. That's a strikeout right there. Second out of the inning for the Eagles, and that's going to bring up number 4, Trent Sparks. I tell you what, I would give anything to be out there in North Texas right now watching UK. Weather's surely got to be pretty good out there. See, hits that one and
hit it right off his ankle, it looks like.
He's I guess he's trying to see if he can run, but I was about to say, man.
I thought he was going home.
I thought he was going to third base. I was about to say, buddy, if you want to run the bases the other way, that's fine by me, but that's not the rules. Hopefully he's all right and able to get that walked out as we seemingly joke about it.
Yeah, no, those definitely hurt. They come down right on your ankle, right on your foot, and it stings.
Yep.
That looks like what happened. It come down on his foot.
So it's going to go down as a strike. And that one is going up, up, up.
And that should get us out of the inning. And it
He
does.
caught it. He went back a little bit, and I thought if he missed that one.
A little shaky on that, but that's all right.
Yeah, as long as he got the job done, that is all that matters. Right. So as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning, it is a 4-2 game, and man, it's about to get crazy here at Madison Southern. So don't turn away from your TVs. You're watching Madison County School Sports Television. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
This sports programming is brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble in Richmond, Luxury Pet Service in Richmond, Jack Burford Chevrolet, Faith Created Assembly of God Church, ScenicCabin.com, Linville Insurance, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, Richmond Tourism, ProSigns, CSEP, First Gear, and Rosenbaum Communications.
Back to action at Madison Southern, 4-2 game. Estill County holds a slim lead over the Eagles. I'm Joey Chapman along with Madison Southern Athletic Director Calvin Creech, and it's a great day for baseball. Donnie White's going to lead off for the Eagles in this inning, and it's the bottom of the 6th, and they have got to string together some runs right here. You definitely want to get some momentum going into the latter stages of the game because, honestly, with the way that they've played in the past several games, I wouldn't be surprised if they come out of today with a 500 record.
Oh, yeah, they're they put those runs across the plate in bunches. So, any inning could be their inning. You just have to get, like you said, some runners on bases and kind of move them around.
Now, as we wait for the pitcher and the catcher to get done throwing their warm-ups right here, we got plenty going on here at MCS TV. If you're just tuning in, Fayette County School Sports Television is coming up on the horizon. We have the website up. Also, check out our Facebook page, MCS TV. All announcements are going up on there, and soon enough, we will be doing a live show. I believe that will be on Monday nights, and we're going to be doing mock runs coming up here in June. And it's going to be unfortunate for a few of the viewers, however, because you're going to have to look at me sometimes. Not sure I have the prettiest face, but I think I got the voice for it.
I think you've got the face for our radio.
Well, that is very, very heartwarming. So glad to bring you up here. Getting ready right here, Donnie Wyatt steps into the plate. He is in for Connor Buchanan, who came out. He's in left field now. Batter center.
It's center
he's
field.
in center now, but he is batting in place of Connor. Gonna call it a strike.
What he lacks in pop that Connor has, he makes up for in speed. So hopefully he can put something down here and
Swings at that one.
You talk about swinging out of your shoes.
He was swinging for the football field and didn't quite get a hold of it. Swings at that one, and it's going to be a strikeout, and definitely not how you want to open up the inning. And Griffin Norris is going to step on up here.
Now Griffin is he is capable of hitting the long ball as well. He really rips the ball now when he hits it.
Kicks and deals, and that one is fouled back. And gosh, thank God they've got a net there, because if you're a fan, you'd flinch every time that ball gets hit.
That's right.
Getting into a good part of the lineup right here. You got Mark Agee and Kendon Angel, and you got two seniors right there, and they've been hitting the ball good. Obviously, the last time Mark Agee came up, he grounded out, and it was a really close play. And Kendon Angel, he swung at the first thing he saw the first two times, but man, he's getting a lot of good contact. But as Griffin swings at that one and misses, every time Kendon Angel hits the ball, it is a beautiful hit, but it seemingly goes right into somebody's glove.
Yeah.
So we'll see if his fate can turn around here. And
Griffins doesn't get cheated now. He gets his hacks in out of his at-bats. He doesn't.
Definitely.
He doesn't get dressed in the morning to come up here and look at pitches go by.
No. 2-2 count. 1 out for the Eagles. You can hear the dugouts going crazy. Check swing and didn't come back at all, really. So
I think he made up his mind and just couldn't stop in time.
Yep. So that's going to bring up number 32, Mark Agee, and definitely interested to see what Mark Agee could do right here. Last time, he grounded out, and it was a really close play, and that one's at the dirt, pitching at his feet, trying to make him tap dance. As that's going to go down as a ball. If you're just tuning in, bottom of the 6th inning, 4-2 game. Estill County holds a slim lead over the Eagles as Mark Agee hits that one right back to the pitcher, and that one is going to be an easy out. And as quick as that inning started, it is over.
It's over, that's right.
So we're going to go to the 7th inning, and you might think that the Eagles are down right here. Well, you know that the Eagles are down right here. It's 4-2. You might think, will they overcome this or not? They got a good part of the lineup coming up. Is we're going to stay right here. You got Kendon Angel coming up. And then you go back to the top. You're going to have Jacob Dixon, Easton Schaus, and hopefully they can string together a hit or two right there, because that'll bring on Jonathan Ross and Devin Vanover. That's when you're kind of getting into the good part of your lineup right there. And
yeah, if we can hold them here, we might not even get to Devin.
Hopefully we can. Just hopefully, that's all I'm hoping for. I'm hoping we can get something strung together here. And as Griffin is getting warmed up right here, we're going to go to the top of the lineup for Estill County. When they step up, it'll be number 1, Cody Fortwood. Lots of great sports coming up here at Madison Southern. Softball, I believe, is in action over there.
I think that's some Little League action going on just on the softball field. So,
well, I guess I'm wrong.
Yeah, but they're having a good time, it looks like.
That's all that matters.
That's right. And they're at the top of the lineup up here, so, it's real important Griff get started here, get ahead of the batters, and
Definitely.
get them chasing those low strikes would be nice and get out of this inning. Last inning was a real short one, and we could use another one right here.
Cody Fortwood, that is coming up. Kicks and deals. That one is high. It's going to be a ball. Spring football game is in the near future.
Yes, it'll be coming up here at the end of April, 1st of May. I can't remember off the top of my head when the spring football game is. I want to say it's the 7th, but don't hold me to that. But it's somewhere right around there.
If he got that date wrong, you know who to call. That's Calvin Creech. 2 balls, I believe. Waiting on the scoreboard right here. It's going to be 3 balls. As he looks right here, strike right down the middle, bringing the heat. We're just looking at a very promising football season. We lost a lot of seniors this year.
We did. We lost a lot on the defensive side of the ball. And as Griffin walks the leadoff batter, it's not how you wanted to start out. But
going to bring up Andrew Farmer. But
Number 7.
a lot of those guys that graduated this year are going on to play college football.
yeah, we've had a lot of signings this year. We've had a lot of in the auditorium. We've had probably 6 or 7 people that have moved on to A1A and some D1 schools.
Casey Dion going to play at Army.
That's right.
Definitely a tremendous honor for him to not only be able to play the sport that he loves, but to be able to support and fight for the country that he loves.
Mm-hmm.
We thank him for his future service of America, and
Couldn't be more proud of a kid for all that he's accomplished from the time that he walked in this school to the time that he's going to walk out. It's really been tremendous.
Tyler Hagan is going to go on to play college, and
He just signed the week was out of school. He signed on a Wednesday, so
he
along with
is.
him and Howard.
Derek Howard, big, strong man, and Tyler Hagan is the all-time leading tackler at Madison Southern now.
Yeah, he rolls out of bed and gets a tackle. I don't understand it. He's got a nose for the ball.
Well, as we're going to try and get the runner right here. Prime position, and Kendon Angel's going to tag him, and that's going to be the first out of the inning.
Now that's making a play.
Obviously, a big storyline this year for football is, let me think. Do you happen to know?
Yeah, we got a great quarterback and Mr. Sloan. Is that what you mean?
No, I think I'm talking about that promising kicker, Garrison Watts.
Yeah, Garrison is a great kicker.
We are, and yes, all of the players we just mentioned, great players, and Aaron Sloan is definitely improving, and Garrison Watts, he has caught me by surprise. He's becoming a very good kicker.
Mm-hmm.
Damian Harris, though, is obviously the talk of the recruiting class, and definitely household name here in Berea, Kentucky.
He is. He's beginning to become a household name in just state of Kentucky and elsewhere around the nation. A lot of people are talking about him and wish him the best in everything that he chooses to do.
Farmer hit that one up in the gap, and that's going to bring on Brandon McKinney.
Number 34, McKinney.
And the good thing about that one right there is that Southern was able to pick off a runner there at second base, so kind of...
It minimizes the damage.
Yeah, minimizes the damage.
Well, got a real good opportunity here to roll one.
Any big recruiting news coming up this year, you can catch on Madison County School Sports Television, and obviously we're going to be on top of that and very proud to be, as he's going to take a swing at that one. That one's going back foul. Not often that you get a ESPN Top 100 recruit, and definitely not often that you get a 5-star running back, especially this part of just this part of the state.
No, it's very, very rare. He's probably a once-in-a-lifetime kid that's going to come through this school, and and he really deserves everything that's going to come his way.
That one's fouled back. Fans better watch out behind them and make sure they gotta watch where you park your car around here, because the kids, they sure love to hit them out of the park, but they just don't hit them in a favorable direction.
There's times they'll scatter you now.
Yeah.
All right, 0-2 on him. It's a good time to throw a ball, let him chase something, and he did just exactly that.
Right behind him, and Ross, look behind you, buddy.
Having a little trouble finding the ball there.
Ross tends to have a little trouble finding the ball whenever it goes out behind him, and I'm not going to rag on him or anything. He's a tremendous athlete, and that's just one little area that he has to work on right there, and is being able to find the ball. But I think he has that initial effort. He wants to scan the field. He wants to get a feel for everything, and then it just kind of scatters out and strike, punch out. Definitely what Griffin wanted right there. 2 outs. That is going to bring up Jacob Tuttle, number 33.
And that was a big out there. Now Griffin can relax a little bit and just pitch.
Definitely.
Just worry about this batter.
There goes the first pitch right there. It's going to be a ball. Griffin definitely would want to get out of this inning. And as that one goes down near the dirt, that's going to be ball 2. And I believe we just got word from Wayne Lanehart that Griffin is now at pitch 105.
Yep.
I don't believe they have. Do they have a pitch limit in high school baseball?
Yeah, they've got a pitch limit. You can only pitch so many innings per week. You pitch one pitch an inning, that counts as an inning.
Wow.
So
kicks and deals and gets him swinging at that one.
it looks like Griff could pitch another 104 pitches away just through that one.
Yeah.
Not that we want him to, but he could.
No, I mean.
And he's probably right now at his upper limit. He probably doesn't need to pitch out much more than this. So the fact that it's the 7th inning.
If this game goes to extra, you'll probably want to put somebody else in, maybe Donnie or somebody, because you don't want to get him tired and then he lose the game.
Right. But I don't know how you get him out of there. There we go.
Gets him to swing and miss, and that is going to be another strikeout. We're going to the bottom of the 7th inning. It is a 4-2 game here at Madison Southern. We're going to have a pretty good part of the lineup coming, and that's going to be Kendon Angel, Jacob Dixon, and Easton Schaus. Don't turn away here on Madison County School Sports Television. We'll be right back.
This sports programming is brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble in Richmond, Luxury Pet Service in Richmond, Jack Burford Chevrolet, Faith Created Assembly of God Church, ScenicCabin.com, Linville Insurance, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, Richmond Tourism, Pro Signs, CSEP, First Gear, and Rosenbaum Communications.
Back to action at Madison Southern. It is a beautiful Sunday, April 5th. Couldn't ask for a better day for baseball, and we're in the bottom of the 7th inning. 4-2 game here at Madison Southern. Estill County holds the lead over the Eagles. But I smell a comeback. Better, I smell pork tenderloin sandwiches, but
I think it's a little of both.
Kendon Angel steps up into the box for the Eagles and kicks and deals. And
base runners, that's what we need, base runners.
Exactly.
90 feet at a time.
Come on, Kendon.
That's it, baby. Drive it.
Kendon Angel lets the first one go past him for the strike. Looks at the second one, and that one is going to be lifted out down to third base.
There you go, baby.
Gets that one out to left field, and Jacob Dixon is going to step up to the plate now. And let me tell you what you hear in the background. You hear proud parents. You hear Jody Angel. And very proud of his son.
Come on, Jacob.
Gotta love the atmosphere up here in the press box and in the stands. And Jacob Dixon is coming up to the plate now. Seeing what he can get done right here.
Come on, Southern.
As he awaits the first pitch. Tries to pick Kendon off right there, but Kendon gets down. And you got to be really motivated right now if you're Jacob Dixon. You got a runner on, and there's no outs. There's not a terrible amount of stress.
No.
Swings at that one, and it has popped up. So now we're going to have one out, and that is going to put the weight on the shoulders of number 6, Easton Schaus.
Yeah, there's where you have to make a decision as a coach. Do you be aggressive? Do you do a little hit and run? Though Kendon's run really means nothing as far as tying this ball game up. You really need to get 2 runners in. But
exactly.
Do you hold back and wait for the big hit? Do you go ahead and play aggressive and try to get him in a scoring position? It's just a tough call by a coach. You're always second guessing yourself.
Right.
Should I have done this? Should I send him?
And that's why you really want to come out with a win right here, because you won't have to worry about those second guesses.
No. They're all the right choices when you win.
Right.
Come on, Easton, get on, baby.
So as we await for the pitch right here, and waiting to see what Easton Schaus can do, and they keep checking back at Kendon Angel, and Kendon's dad, Jody, up here is he's wanting to see a bunt right here, and it would definitely be nice for a bunt to, if it's a perfect one, you get it down the line as he swings at that one, and
that's just as good as a bunt there.
Exactly. Throws it at his back. And that's exactly what the Eagles wanted right there. Nothing at all that the catcher really could have done right there. He wanted to get it down, and if he's afraid that if he throws it a little over to the left, that the first baseman might miss it.
Well, the umpire very easily could have called him out right there because he was just left of that foul line. And the runner has to give that fielder every opportunity to complete the play at first base. But he didn't, so we're good.
We're not going to contradict that because we're going to bring up Jonathan Ross to the plate right now. And
yes, looking good. Right now, everything's looking good.
One out.
It's a live ball.
I know, you come out here with a bat.
First pitch goes down. They're going to call it a strike. Looked a little low, but
Line drive, Ross.
would be a perfect time for Ross to try and get a line drive right here or something going. There's a good gap down the right field line.
Yeah, it's been there about all game.
And that one goes right into the glove of the first baseman. That's all right, though, because stepping up to the plate now is going to be number 25, the designated hitter. I almost call him the devinated hitter.
Either way it works.
Exactly. This guy is, man, he will swing for the fence every time.
Yeah, something magical could happen right here.
Throws one right down the middle. That's a strike. Like I said earlier, it's going to be really interesting to see how this pitcher comes out at him because you never know what that pitcher is going to do. Obviously, he doesn't want to try and walk him right here because that would load the bases, and we know what Lucas Owens can do. That one's going to be high.
Yeah, that would put the tying run at second base, and you don't ever want to put the tying run at second base if you can avoid it.
But
as a pitcher, I'm thinking I'm going to throw what I can. If you beat me, you're going to have to beat me.
The winning run is in the box right there.
That's right.
So, kicks and deals. Low. 2-1 count. 2 outs for the Eagles.
Definitely looks like he's trying to not give him a good pitch to hit, though. That first pitch he threw was right down the middle.
Devin trying to hold back right here, and he wants to get a hold of one right here. He'd love to hit a walk-off home run.
No, I would love for him to.
That one comes in on him just a little bit. 3-1 count.
Showing good patience at the plate.
Definitely. I know about a year ago he might have swung at all of those, but this team has shown great maturity and just overall the way that they have been able to develop their game and make better decisions overall as a team and make less mental errors has been very impressive this season, and that's why they've been off to as decent of a start as they have been.
That's right.
Pitcher just getting ready right here, and
that works to our advantage, him worrying about the runners, because the more he worries about that runner, the less he's going to worry about pitching to Devin, and one mistake is all it's going to take.
Devin Vanover hits that one backwards. Man, if you're going to hit him out of the park, let's hit him. Let's hit him fair.
Make it good, Devo. Drive in.
Look what we've got here. We got a full count, 2 outs, 2 on.
Definitely hope he can get something going right here.
Best power hitter up.
Pitcher is getting ready to kick and deal. Nope, decides not to. He's getting a little nervous. 3-2 count, 2 outs.
And the runner he's paying attention to means nothing to this game.
I believe that was Jacob Dixon that came around to score the last time. Swings at that one. That one is going back. And it is caught. And that, my friends, just did not go back far enough, and that is going to be the end of this one. After 7 innings, Estill County puts down the Eagles 4-2, and definitely not the way that you want to open up the evening, but they've got another game. They can still get them a win today. Estill County played a tremendous game, and now we are going to award our Jack Burford Chevrolet Player of the Games, and Players of the Game, rather. And for Estill County, I don't think there's anybody else you can give it to than number 17, Zach Withers, the pitcher.
I would agree.
Stayed in, I believe, the whole game, and he was able to pitch a really good game, didn't allow for many hits, and he only allowed 2 runs, so a tremendous effort by him. And when it comes to the Eagles side, who do you think is worthy of that Player of the Game spot? It's a little bit of decision making here.
There's a couple of people that I have in mind that did fairly well. Norris really did pitch a heck of a game. Just we didn't have the run support that we needed. And also Ross with his play behind the plate. Defensive performances seems to be always overlooked. So, either one of those two. Who do you think between those two?
Well, I don't have a coin to flip, so we're going to give it to both of them.
That sounds good to me.
All right, so your Madison Southern Players of the Game, Jack Burford Chevrolet, is going to be Griffin Norris and Jonathan Ross. And what a game by the Eagles, and we're going to have more action coming up later. It's going to be Madison Southern versus Lewis County. We thank you for tuning in to Madison County School Sports Television, whether it's on WKYT.com, Madison County School Sports Television.com, or on channels 5 and 9, Time Warner Cable. We thank all of our sponsors, and we're glad to be out here and calling this game. And signing off for Calvin Creech, I am Joey Chapman, and we hope you tune in next time, folks.
Man.